I'm live again.
You said 7 o'clock, right?
It's 10 of.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, it should still be there if we're going to see it.
I see a little bit of like a orangey sky, grayish sky, but I don't see.
Test to see if I can get anybody online again. So we'll see if any of okay, I got one person there. AJ, hey, you found me again. Can you see me and hear me okay? Gosh, what a hey guys, sorry about that. I had 60-some people on and Balooey. There's hey everybody. Oh my goodness. What a pain in the rumpski. And I still have that unstable connection error. I don't know. I don't understand that. We're going to call Verizon tomorrow because we were offered an upgrade. But I have a booster on a Wi-Fi booster installed, and I've never had a problem down here. So I hope so, Elaine. Jeez Louise. What a pain. This is actually good and dry right now. So what I think I may do is oh, mercy. I don't know. Now I'm all flustered. Hey, Deb. Just had quite the technical snafu. Green 67 band. Good day. Good day, good day. I'm just trying to write on here a little bit. Hey, P-Cola. It's beating up pretty good. I'm not sure the paint I have on here is substantial for this. Oh no, buffering again. Hey Amalia. Hey Liz. Patty, the gold paper with Japanese writing is mulberry under Japanese using paper. Check it out later. Yeah, I did. I did find that, Liz. I remember that when I bought it. If we're talking about the same one, the gold one with the writing on it. Yeah, it has to be the same one. Out of focus. It looks sharp as it can be right here. That's so strange. Can I zoom in a bit? Well, I can try. Did that zoom me in at all? I don't think so. Yeah, I shouldn't even probably be messing. It's all beating up. But it'll be something sketchy if nothing else. Yeah, some of these have really just completely lost shape. Oh well, that's okay. At this point, we're just glad we're still filming, assuming we are. I got another error that my connection is unstable. Come on, YouTube. Give a girl a break. I'm going to sit this up here and let that dry a little bit. And in the meantime, I happen to have jelly plate number 2 in the wings waiting. Oh, hey, Diana. Yeah, she's like a dog on a bone. She is not letting go. Not going to happen. All right, and I have my nice little plexiglass plate for this one. So I'm just going to throw that down here. A little bit of, I should throw this over and use this side. This has a little bit of crusty bits on it. Robin's writing, the ink does beat up on the jelly plate too. Yeah, it depends on what paint you have down there and how dry it is. I think that it gets a little better. But so the Robin that Linda is talking about is Robin McClendon. It's Robin with a Y, McClendon. Why the YouTube gods kept me away from her for all this time, when some of you guys have been watching her for years. Literally, I just found her on YouTube. It was a fluke, I assume, maybe 3 weeks ago, and have been, I mean, it's everything she touches speaks to me. I just love it all, and I've been consuming her videos. I joined her Patreon. I've been taking the Teachables Art Mythos class, all kind of stuff. But if you don't know who she is, you need to look her up. And if not on, and she does have a YouTube channel. She's got a lot of her techniques that are right on YouTube that she shared. But she does a lot. Hey, Tindaloo from Norway. And Peg. Hi, guys. I'm having some sporadic connectivity issues, so hopefully I'm on now for good. But she, her YouTube, her Patreon and the Teachables class are awesome. I have a piece here that I only used a bit of last week. These are these foils that I got from that website in Europe. Oh, polka dots. I'm just grabbing this one because it's there. It's kind of crazy color, so I'm not really sure. But the jelly plate is so sticky. If I touch this down, it would suck the whole thing right off of this handling sheet. So I'm just going to kind of pop it here and there. So I get, oops, see, that took a little bit more than I wanted, but that's all right. Just want it scattered, and it won't all pick. Oh, yikes! It won't all pick up on one print. Oh well, just stay there. If you're going to be that way, just stay there. It'll come off a little bits here and there. You can still see a little fine stuff from last session that's stuck on there. But that's what I want it to do. I don't want it to all come off at once. All right. Hey, Norma. Linda. All righty. Let's, I was going to print on a piece of this. Where's the label? Let's get the label out of there. This is thinner than it looks. This is really thin, but it's kind of a pretty color. So we're going to try it. And I just tore it and scrunched it up, but that's okay. So let's go back to this black flash color shift. This paper, it's for painters, and like you buy it in Home Depot or Lowe's, and it's what they use to mask off areas. I have this one that's like a foot tall, and there's a gazillion feet on here. There's something. It's general purpose masking paper. This one's 9 inches by 60 yards, and it was like $3.28, I think. I have heard of wabi-sabi Gelli. I think it's kind of a loosey-goosey, wabi-sabi loosey-goosey term, and can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. But I actually took a class. Couldn't remember her name if you held a gun to my head. In Virginia Beach at Art and Soul. So if you look on Art and Soul and look at some of their classes, she may still teach there. I think she was there the last time I looked at their schedule. But I don't know what I was looking for. You know what? Just for gigs, let's throw a stencil on there. Let's see what happens. It's called Tribal Borders after all. Gayla is I can't remember her name, but is she like her color palette is really limited to like black, taupe, and a pop of red every once in a while. And actually cleaning up, I found some of the papers. Actually, hang on. I found some of the papers that we did in her class, little bits of stuff. And we had this real fine paper that we painted and stamped on. And this was a handmade paper that we painted, and it had little bits of paper embedded in it. What the hell was her name? And I had some orangey colored ones too. So they're in my hot color drawer. Here we go. We painted this paper. I forget what these papers had lines on it. It wasn't that. What's that paper called, guys? It's really, really see-through and fine. And this one I stamped with gold after I painted it, right? And this little bit. And then we used this paper, and I had the feather in my hand earlier tonight. This feather is what I used years ago to make these impressions on this paper. And you can see this paper has some of those fibers in it too. Is it unroll paper? But God bless her, couldn't tell you her name. I might know it if I recognized it. Oh, this ought to be good now. You know what? This was probably not the right one to do this with because there's not too many holes in here. Oh, look how that came out. Cool. It's funny you mentioned meditation because she did this huge ceremony-ish thing before we started class, and some people were getting ticked off that it's like, I'm here to paint, not meditate. I mean, it was quite an upheaval. But you know, whatever. Hey, Glenda, to each their own, right? You know, I mean, I get the point when you're paying that much money for a class. And the first about an hour or so was taken with her talking about the history of wabi sabi, and then her little meditation bits and namaste and all that kind of good stuff. This is that washi paper that I got from Mulberry Papers and More. So we'll see how this comes up on here. Oh, that's interesting. You can't hate that, people. But this one's really interesting to me. I don't know if I want to do any layers over that or just leave it and use like strips of this. I don't know. So many questions, so little time. But this left, look, you can see the design on the over top of the foil. Let's try a piece of this. I'm just going to experiment with a bunch of different papers. I found, for those guys, you guys that weren't on here earlier, in my cleaning out session a week or so ago, I found some papers apparently bought years ago, and put in a safe place. All kind of music sheets, and now where the hell did I put them? Music sheets and all sorts of stuff. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take one of these with these gold leaves on them. Literally gold leaves, not the foily stuff. I'm going to try to print some stuff off on this. Let's do this champagne gold. Gosh, Vicki, I don't know. It could be. I want to say something like Janice. I think I could pick her out of a lineup, but I can't remember her name. Let me have this piece and see what happens. I wonder, one side is shinier. I'm going to use the drier side, which is the outside of this. See what we get. Finger tapping. I know, I got to think. This is real slick on the back. It almost feels waxed. See, just little bits. I just put a sheen on this paper with the ghost of that design of the stencil and little bits of leaf. Groovy. Okay, so what do I want to, this kind of, I'm not sure about this. We'll put him back in the not now stack. So here's this. See how it's got gold on the leaves? So, let me look at another stencil. Well, we can't rule out pictographs. That would be a mistake. That's all I'm saying. That would be a mistake. And this one's kind of cool too. Or even this one. I'm looking with something with big blocks on it. All right, let's deal with what we got here. I don't want to cover all that up, so I'm not going to use this one. I might use this one. And what do I want to put on there? I might do a second. See, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to put a second layer on there. Kind of cool. It just looks like it made it metallic paper. I'm tapping again. I know, I'm tapping again. Let's put a couple drops of this Queen Nicolazo gold. Oops. Quite the paint booger going there. And you know what I'm going to do? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little Martha rose gold in there, which I don't think is rose gold at all to my eye. A couple little squirts of that. Or Aren't you guys proud of me for not putting too much paint on my brayer all the time? All right, let's put this one down there. This is one of my eye stencils called something very clever, I'm sure. Floating squares. Ooh. So this is just going to put like a framework on here, right? It's not going to be a big fancy design, but what it leaves behind might be big and fancy. Oh, and look, I can see through this, so I can make sure I'm getting a really good impression. I can see exactly where I missed because this design is geometric and it's, you know, kind of repeated there. Oh, there's a new app. Who showed me that? It was somebody on Facebook did something with it. Well, that's just another little layer over there. It's a little bit shiny in it because of the gold I put in there. But what's under here, maybe I'll put that over top of this. What the hell? It's a piece of paper. Ooh, my stencil's real pretty now. Oh no, Kitty. It's starting again. Are you live again? Did you click the live button? See, there's just that ghostly layer of those squares over top of that. So, let's see. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to try to pull some pictographs. Look at that brand new one. On this. I'm going to try to get it. Oh, look, they almost all line up in between those squares. Look at that. Not exactly, but ish. Same row, right? I'm working on a second set of pictographs for the next iStencil release. Nope. Well, might as well pick that up because it slipped. Oh, good, Kitty. Yeah, sometimes if the red light isn't on next to the word live, you've kind of fallen behind a little bit and that'll catch you up. It's kind of cool. Kind of groovy. All right. Oh, look at the shadows of the pictographs in there now. Oh, that would be lovely. If I can pick that up on what? You know what? I'm going to go back with this green because that looked really good on this color. But do I want to let it dry and pick it up with something else like a cleanup? You know, I wonder what it would look like if I picked it up with this iridescent bronze. Let me bring you guys in. Oh, I couldn't do that before. You know what? Give me a minute. Let me open up a different camera software here. I can zoom you in on Manycam, but Manycam's not connected to you, so you're not zooming. Right? Here we go. Get that out of the way. I'm not even going to use Manycam. It'll just be backwards. Yeah, I am going to do a cleanup. But I think I'm going to use this. So this would be the base. And then this stuff would be on the surface of the print, right? It's going to be backwards. That's good. So is this? It's pretty dry. Let's give it a go, shall we? All right, there go nothing. Okay. Guess it doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure I get a piece big enough for the whole plate. Mad scientist. I know, right? Yeah. They make one of these rolls of paper that's even wider than I think it's 18 inches, which if you use the big plate a lot, that might be good. Of course, you can use the 12-inch one, which is this, and just pull out 14 inches of it. But if you're exactly the right size, paint's going to squidge out of there when you push it down because it's soft and gushy. I'm going to give that a really good zhuzh. Trying to get some crusty bits off of the edges. I'm not a green fan, as we know, but I love this color green. I would even wear that color green. I don't have any, but I would. Next. I'm glad you're relaxed. Army. Yeah, it's like an army green. In person, it's got a tiny blue spruce kind of a look to it. All right, let's see what we get. Ready or not, here she comes. Oh, hello, lover. Oh, look at you. With those little ghostly pictographs in there. Some gold leaf, a little crinkle because how it wrinkles in the plate because it's thin. I don't hate that. I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't hate it. I may love it. I think I do. Hey, Linda. I think I do. All right, where are we here? I'm thinking this needs a little punch or something now that I dulled it down with that nickel azo gold in there. What are we going to punch her up with? Oh. You know what? Let's go crazy. Yeah, obviously you love green. I don't know. Green 67? Not sure I buy that. I have an idea. Work with me. I'm going back to pictographs. Wrong with a good old pictograph. I've always said that. And I'm going to try to pick up just the symbols over this. It's all kind of neutral, that same palette-ish. But you got to watch these. These papers get a little slippery over a stencil. They stick well to the paint. But against the stencil, especially one that's mostly stencil with small cutouts like this one, there's a lot of slipping up room to be had here. So did anybody get to see the harvest moon yet tonight? We are we're cloudy here in Maryland, so no for us. Did I get anything? Oh, look at you getting better and better. Oh my goodness, as Oakley would say. All right, what's under here? I'm going to go green. Yeah, it's still light there. Yeah, that's what I figured, CB. I'm loving this paper, I gotta tell you. So, let's see. That. So, here's what I'm thinking. I wonder if I pick that up with black or Payne's gray. Not the black flash, but just regular black or regular Payne's gray. When that dries. Oh my gosh, Robin, we've had a drought for so long. It rained. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, hang on. That's my 91-year-old mother. She gets an answer. Hey, Mom. Hey. Streaming, are you okay? Okay, I'll call you when you get done. Hey, how's the tide? Is it a high today? Okay, great. All right, I'll call you when I get done. All right, bye. She's all good. Didn't know I was streaming. Sorry about that, but when Babe calls, I answer the phone. She lives on the water. That's my mom. She's 91. She lives by herself, and she still lives in the waterfront where we were raised. And we've had coastal flooding the last at least 2 days. I mean, Ocean City's washed out. Yeah, Mom's got swans at her house. Remember those pictures I took? Yep. Anyway, the water came probably 10 feet from her house last night, which was over the bulkhead, through the yard, past the screen house, and a few feet past that. 4 high tides in a row. Each one came a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. So with the full moon, plus the front that was off the coast was causing a disturbance all up and down the seaboard. Actually, Ocean City got flooded pretty good. I mean, no lives in danger or anything like that, but a lot of yuck. So, do I want to go? Payne's gray or black? Let's go Payne's gray. I don't know why. It's assuming I can get it open. Oh yeah. And Isabel in 03. My dad was still with us, and they flooded bad. The water went through their house and 10 houses back into the neighborhood. I had to swim to get to them. You guys probably, most of you have heard that story before. It was not good. I want something dark trying to show through the holes of the pictographs, so they're a little more evident. So we'll see. Here we go. But the water, about 5 houses down from my mom, there's a double empty lot. We always called it the beach because it was beach access for the rest of the neighborhood. And I mean, it looked like a little beach. And when we were kids, I mean, people would go there, take picnics, and there were, swings and a witch's hat and all kind of stuff to play on, and a raft out. A knife in my mouth followed by a shark. Were you there? Were the news cameras? Did you see that broadcast in Georgia? Jesus. Sharknado. Oh my God. These are how rumors start, people. Now I forgot what the hell I was saying. Oh, so they made, over the years, they put in these storm drains so that if we get too much rain on her street, there were drains where the runoff would run out into the creek, to the bay. And, well, the reverse happens. So the water was coming up in her yard almost to the house, and out front, on the street side, the water was coming up from the beach to the house next to her, all the way across. You could have paddled a rowboat on it. So she was kind of like like a moat around her almost. But if I have to get that knife out in my bikini to swim in there again. Oh, that was not good. Oh, Lord. All right. I want to get these little crusty bits around the. Oh, Max is in England. We got a couple Englanders here. Joan Smithies. She's in England. And I don't know if Dorothy's still here. Tara, I love this paper. I do. Okay, let's hope that it's stuck on there pretty good. Got some of the bits around the corners. Ooh, dark and mysterious. That's pretty cool. Got a real big crusty bit over here that's going to fall off probably. Wow. I love how these crinkles happen in this paper because when the moisture gets to it, it's so thin it crinkles up like deli will. But hello, lover. And now look at the streaks that it left on my plate. Oh, I love you. This is pretty cool. I'm getting interesting prints. I know. I can hear that song in my head, Gayla. Just for giggles. Let's see if anything comes up. Nothing. But that's okay. It will come off. What are we doing over here? Still a couple wet spots. Let's keep playing on this one. Give that one a little bit longer. Let me... Hang on. Let's try... Oh, hang on. Because that's round. I wonder what that... Oh, that's not going to let much come through there. I don't know. Scratch that. Got my head in my... Ooh, hang on. If I get my fingers to work. Drag this old one out here. Let's try that. Just for shits and giggles, as we say. Let's... You know what? Let's do black. Just regular old black. Let's do this. And now, can I get the middle in the middle? Right about there-ish. Close enough. Hey, Gina from Boston. Welcome. I'm writing tonight on some papers I uncovered from a recent clean out in my studio area that I forgot I had in a safe place from years ago. Half of them, I don't even know what they are. Yeah, there you go. That's close, pretty close. That's a start for a layer. And now, let me take a piece of this. And let's see about picking that up. Oh, you know what? I should have done try to do a patina print on that. I'm just going to wipe this off of the back. That's just to clean up my stencil a little bit. Oh, look at those streaks that came up of that bronze and a little bit of the leaf. That's a good start. There's some really good crusty bits on here, but I can't seem to coax them off. I wonder if they're just too solid. They're old crusty bits. And there's actually a paint booger on there, which is different than a crusty bit. Okay, still have a little more foil down there. That's a good question, Katie. I have been newly following Robin McClendon, and I want to try to collect some papers to do a Gelli Junkadori journal. And I also do some collages when I make my ATCs. So I could whip some of these in as well, I believe. See, I'm thinking. That's why I'm tapping. What can I put over that? What would show up over there? You know what? Because some of this foil in here is that red cast to it, just for gigs. Let's go crazy. Yeah, I know. I have done that before, Linda, pulling up with packing tape. I was hoping it would get on one of these prints. See you, Peg. Thanks for dropping by. Now, this is a dragonfly. It's red, violet, blue shift. So let's put a thin layer of that. And they come out looking like interference colors, how they look white until you get them on something dark. But this is dark. Okay, so let's see what happens. Watch, see if I do it on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can see it. I don't know if you can or not. I guess you can a little bit down on the darker side. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know if I've got 2 live sessions running at once, if that's even possible. I have no idea what's happening. Need to quit obsessing cleaning my plate. Your crusty was big as. Good night, Tindaloo. Yeah, I never clean it. You do get some interesting shadows and prints, and you know, kind of adds to it. They still are not coming up. So you can see the difference. I can make it get purple. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. These color shifts, no matter what watercolor, acrylic is, it's so hard to show on camera. Like I can see at that angle from where I'm sitting, I can see blue, red, and purple. But I think you can only see blue on the camera, assuming you're seeing what I see on my screen. So when I drop it down from the lights, nope, it just looks all blue. Isn't that weird? I need to write my congressman or something. Let's see, can I get any of this up on here? Probably nothing left. And we got nothing. Zippity doo dah. I don't know if it's this paper or what. Let me put that aside. I think the old bits can activate it with some acrylic medium. I mean, they're pretty. I don't know if you can see them or not. They're pretty thick. Wrong way. And they are crusty bits. I can tell you that much. Huh. I'm thinking, since I have a dark down here, what if tapping again? I know I'm tapping. Night, Janet. This is the champagne gold. And a really thin layer on here. Let me get my pictographs back here. Let's see. Oh, shoot, that shifted. Let's see what happens here. This paper is nice and thin so that it gives, you can really smush the paper down into the stencil. Sometimes if you use like cardstock and you're trying to do a stencil like this where the openings are smaller, it can present a bit of a headache sometimes. Unless you're a seasoned pro. Wow, that's very faint. Where it's darker, but in the middle, you kind of lose them, except for in the center, you can see them. But it's like another little layer in there, so let's not whine about it too much. But now I've got a shadow on there that we could, I don't know, let's see. I might do a little black flash, jumping black flash. Should write a song like that. Which looks like black with like a bronze mica in it. You know what I'm thinking? Throw something unexpected in there. One. And this is just bad cannot be. But just a little smidge. Just a smidge. Hey, has anybody heard from Paula? I think it was like 3 weeks ago. She had something about she was going to start streaming on Saturday nights again. Her schedule changed. And then she said she didn't. She had plans with Simon, but would be back. And then I don't keep up on Twitter, so I might have missed something. But I don't know if anybody's heard from her or what's going on there. There we go. Oh, no, it's not baking paper. This is the painters use this to mask off areas. They tape this around areas they're painting off with trim and different things when they paint walls and that kind of painter, not a painter like a Gelli printer. Let's just mix these two up and see what happens. Did I want to put a stencil down there or just pick this up? I do not remember, so we'll just pick this up. See what happens. What time is it? 8 o'clock. No, nobody. Yeah, I didn't see anything either. But like I said, I'm not a big Twitterer. Let that sit there a minute while I hydrate. This dry side, I think this would not do well in an oven. But I don't know. Can't prove it by me. Ugh. See how this crinkles up like that? I like that. I like the texture. And I can feel the wetness through here. You can almost see it in spots. All right. Still the crusty bits hang in there. Well, that's a hot mess. In my head, much better. That's not much of anything there, but that just screams, give me another layer. I'm just going to get rid of that hunk. That's pretty gnarly and not coming up nicely. And I think it would hang off the plate. It's so thick, it would just hang off the paper. Okay, so where are we with this little bit over here? Well, you know what? We're done waiting. Whatever's coming up is going to come up. And what am I going to pick it up with now? That is the question. And do I want anything else over this? While I'm thinking, I'm looking at my papers I have here. And then we have, oh, this is on that washi. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's what I should pick that up with. On the washi paper. I'm gonna. All right. But with what? Again, that's where we are. With what? Some of it is still a little wet-ish. Oh, not bad. All right. You know what? I think I'm going to go crazy. And I'm going to put some bronze on there. Patty, do you have any card stock to try to do a pickup print? I do. I'm going to use, for this, I'm going to use this washi paper that I got from that mulberry paper place. And see if I can try to create some washi tape out of it. If it comes out, okay. Oh, thanks, Gayla. This is really spotty on here because it was beating up. But just when I think I have a feel for it, stuff comes out of me that I'm like, what did I just write? That doesn't look like at all what was in my head. But everybody's hand looks different. Washi paper. I assume it's similar to what washi tape's made out of. You know, washi tape is paper tape. But I got these sheets from that mulberry paper and more. The link that Sandra just put up there. All right, we're going in. Whatever it is, it is. I can see the ink and the little scripting peeking through there a little bit. I'm really trying to get this one to pull a lot of this stuff off of the plate. This would make some cool washi tape, actually. Oh, thanks, Vicki. Yeah, I haven't really used my jelly plate for me for a while. Just when we do the stencil sales. Robin set my brain on fire. I hold her fully responsible. Whatever I spend and whatever happens is on her. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's not bad. We likey. I know, right? All my poor watercolors are laying there all dry. All right, let's see. We need to do a little something. This is the other piece of washi. And that's, I mean, if I did like 1-inch tape and like lay it on pieces like this, that might look interesting. But it needs a little pop of black in there. Got to tell you. So we're going to pop it. We're going to pictograph pop it. And then I'll see if I can do a patina print. I haven't done one of those for a while. I'm going to run that off over here. I don't want to cover that up. That looks pretty cool. Come here, little pictographs. Let's see if I can get some stark black on here. I just noticed that I printed on the opposite side of this washi paper for that last print. This is the smooth side down, and I had the rough side down, which is this top side on the other one. I don't know if it makes a difference, but we'll see. Dave and I are both off work tomorrow. He's off for the holiday, Columbus Day, and I just took a vacation day to take off with and get some stuff done. Okay, whatever it is, it is. Oh, hello, lover. Can't hate that. All right, before I run my yap, let me think about this patina print. What should I put down here? You know what? I'm going to grab my, what I do my patina prints with. I'm going to grab my PBOs. All right, and I'm going to get a little bit of this down here. That was not the artist, that was the paint tube. Yeah, Columbus Day. To thank him for discovering us. All right, let's see how this works. If it's going to work. I'm going to put that over top of that. And now I need to pick some of that off. Right? Take the excess off. It's funny, when I go back to my own style of printing, I use too much paint. All right, that's pretty good. I'm going to pull out that washi paper. And I'm going to put the papery side down. Am I thinking about this right? Well, too late. That's what we're going with. There were, but Columbus I think we should get a holiday for both. When did you first start jelly painting? Oh my, that was they had the jelly art plate just came out. Gosh, it had to be, I don't know, what's that, 8 or 9 years ago? And I didn't want anything to do with it. It was funny, I was at Queen's Ink, and Terry, those of you who have been with me there would have met Terry that works there. She discovered it and loved it and was going to teach her first class there. She worked there, but she was going to teach her first class there. And I said, well, let me know if I can help you in any way. And she said, would you be willing to come over to my house and let me run my class by you and time the sections to see how I do and see what you think? So I went over, and she made this little book out of index cards. I was jelly printing index cards all day. And we were using tools to scrape in the paint, right, and all that stuff. And feathers and string and I was thinking, like, what am I going to do with this stuff? Why do I want these papers? And then I was like, oh my God, I want these papers. And then I went mental on the jelly plate, printing like a crazy person. As a matter of fact, you guys know Donna from my art retreats. I give her, a paper ream box that holds like 10 reams of paper. I gave her one of those full of jelly prints on cards. Most were on cardstock. Some were on printer paper. Some were on deli. Most of them were on cardstock. And she used them for that project she did for you guys this summer. Yeah, I would be down here 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Dave would get on the intercom and say, babe, you all right down there? Just one more pull. It looks really cool right now. One more pull. So you just pull away. I just want to check on you. All right. Are you going to come off of there all pretty? Are you? I like to talk to it. Oh, thanks, Max. Despite what Gayla says. There we go. All right, this might look pretty cool. It's cleaning the whole plate, other than a few bits of the foil leaf. Oh my goodness. Crusty bits and all around the edges. Oh! Hello, lover. Look at you. Oh my goodness. I have to remember what I did. I'll have to go back and look at this. Immediately mail that to me. Holy mackerel. I love that. And that, Mama gonna need more of this washi paper. Donna put a little envelope journal together and made covers out of my jelly prints, and then put bits and pieces of my jelly prints inside the envelopes where people could take them out and collage them and decorate them however they wanted. Holy moly, look at the color up there. Oh, Mama, like you. Oh, can't stop looking at that one. Okay, move on. Thanks, guys. That holds true most times, CB. Come on there. What's it need? What does it need? Does anybody have any ideas of what it needs? Oh, you know what? Oh, hang on. That's still kind of wet. Let's do this. Look at you. Pretty stencil. Hang on. I mean, I really think it needs something. I'm looking in here for what seems tribal in my head. You know, a good old Greek key. Put on there. I don't know. It just seems kind of boring after that last one. It needs something. Is anybody going to help me with any ideas? Or am I left to my own devices? Here's a badass stencil. That one's kind of cool. It'll just fit on there. But what would I put on there? I don't know. I'm going to be badass and find out. Let's just... Oh, red. That's interesting, Robin. Some of my papers... I almost pulled out my striped stencil, Amalia. I had my hand on it, and I thought, no, they're squares, and, you know, it's already kind of geometric. I think it needs something crazy. So I don't want to do anything overly bold. Let's put my Greek key away. What are you having flashbacks about? Oh, why did I scroll back? Oh my God. Yeah, Kathy, you got to cut at least 60-40. Oh, dear God. Well, you know, you made me do it. Oh, my. So I'm thinking, what color? Something crazy? Maybe some of the, change the subject. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna put a little bit of the PBOs. Whatever happens, happens. It's a piece of paper. I'm not gonna panic about it. No matter what you people try to make me do. And it'll look different on the dark bits than it will on the lighter bits. All right, here goes nothing. Nothing, honey. Oh my God. Retinal burn. Oh, nice. Kathy, you're the nice one. Oh, what the hell? Huh. Trying to get it to shine. I can't find my sweet spot in the light anymore. There we go. You can see a little bit of that flash. Yeah, not as flashy as I thought. So, I'm not doing this like my usual. Oh, look at you. You know, I usually have my cardstock over here, which I should have because then I could send it to CB. I actually have a pile for you, CB. A big old pile. And you know what? I have color. I think some of that needs to get knocked back. It's getting a little cray-cray. The nice one, not Kathy. So I think I'm going to go to the bronze because the bronze is opaque and that's what I'm going to do. Talk myself right into it. Did you see that? This is looking pretty yummy here, though. Pretty cool. See, this is opaque, so this will take a lot of that. This is bamboo. We'll get rid of a lot of this crazy that's on there. You're live. I'm live. Hey, Brooke. So, yeah, there's a lot of crazy going on here now. A lot of pow. So I got to give it some pow. And metallics is a good pow. Let's see. I don't know. This could be good. This could be not so good. But it's a piece of paper. We're not going to fret too much over it. Maybe a little, but not a whole lot. Trying to go in the, I know the design is vertical, trying to hit all the little nooks and crannies to get a nice clean pull. Well, I'm not sure that helped it. We may be losing that one. I'm going to grab this, though. And I want to put something over this because that's going to look pretty yummy, actually. This is not the way I should be doing this and not how I normally do it. I'm getting all discombobulated. I'm going to go stark black over that. Stark black or black flash? Oh, a mixture. Let's go crazy. 1, 2 of that. And a little streak of that. In there. All right, we're going in. Let's see what we get. Oh, unneeded drama. Not a fan. Ain't having it. As many of you know. Not doing it. Not doing it. Yeah, this has gone horribly wrong. Although parts of it are kind of pretty, but maybe in little slivers. Oh, maybe washi tape. With little bits of all kind of colors sticking out there. Maybe I'll try to make a piece of that just for gigs. See what happens. Oh, right, Brooke. No kidding. Mama, don't play that. Well, aren't you interesting? I don't know why I have those little blobs of black there, and they're wrinkled because where the paper puckered, so that's kind of cool. Well, that might need a little glazing or something over that. But this, no. What does this need, guys? Work with me. Should I just take out the stripes and put black down and go stripes this way across it? So when I do tape, it'll have like little hashes of black down the thing. Pop of black. See, Amalia, I'm picking up what you're putting down, my friend. I need a cleanup piece. Let me grab a piece of this. Oh, look how cute that little blob is with the stripes through it. Oh, I had a cleanup sheet over there. Oh, what the heck. Okay, let me find my stripes. I just saw it earlier. Where are you now, my friend? Oh, that might be interesting too, actually. I wonder how that one would look on there. My head's down in my drawer, so if you're texting me frantically, are really just way too many steps. Sorry, guys. It's like now I don't want to give up looking for it because now it's pissing me off. What the hell? Well, I found the big stripes, the behind bars one, but I want the teenier stripe. Oh, you know what? Hang on. When you can't find stripes, how about that or that? Yeah, the behind bars, that's the one with the wide stripes that I was doing those two-tone prints. Remember those? That whole debacle. All right. Hey, Judy. I do not want to babysit puppies. Love you, Judy, but Oakley has so done me in for puppies. Bless his heart. Love him to death. But oh, mercy. That boy, he's a handful. You know, I think I'm going to do something crazy. Look how pretty that is. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh, I hate to booger it up, but I guess it's time to booger it up. So do we want to do something gradient? Hang on, I'm thinking. Let's do something gradient. Let's go a little champagne at the top. Let's go color shift, black flash in the middle, maybe. And let's go black at the bottom. That's what we're going to do. Let's see what happens. Get a little gradient going here. All right, here you go, nothing. That might look cool enough to put on something else. No. Let's just do this. Let's stay focused, Patty. Focus. This one, Amalia, is this the one you're asking about? That was one of my freebies with purchase. And I think it's in the full line now, actually. This is either going to be really good or like, what are you doing? All right. Huh. Interesting. I think that's better, actually. It is totally crazy, but that really pushes everything back. Oh, sweet Lord, that scared me. Yeah, I think I can live with that. Still needs orange. Crap. All right, what are we going to do with this? Let's do this. Let's pick that up on here. And I'm just going to clean this off back here. It's thick enough that you won't see it through the paper. First, now I'm going to get really yucky. You know what? I watched one of my videos, parts of it back the other day, and it was really blurry playing back. And looking at my camera right here, it's crystal clear. I changed all the speeds. When I was looking at it, it was really disturbing because I thought, God, if this is what everybody's looking at, whew, that's not going to be very nice. Well, that's a base, I guess. That's kind of just darkness on there. Let's do a little glaze of something different. Let's try this blue flash. Just a little thin layer. And let me get rid of that booger right there. A little paint booger in my way. Oh, that comes out real pinky looking. Do that for Eileen. Let's just get a little, oops, make a little crooked on me. Oh, good, Judy. Thank goodness. That's miserable to watch it when it's out of focus. With all the high def stuff there is and high speed internet connections, for something to look blurry like that, it just, I was cray. Oh, that's nuts. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. What can we do to save that? I think we're going to have to go back to what the heck? Here it is. I think surfboards are going to come into play. And let's go with the, what did I use to do that? Copper and silver. Oh, what the hell is that? The binder separated? That's not good. That's really strange, Diana. Strange things have happened. All right. Buckle up my sleeves. Let's see if I can get a little rosy gold going here. Mixing it up on the plate. Let me get a little of that off of there. Put a little on there. Ooh, that looks pretty too. Okay, this is going to cover up a lot of that craziness because that's pretty opaque. And this is that's a hot mess right there. That's what we call that. Oh, and a real hot mess because not too much printed. Okay. Maybe throw some pictographs in black over top of that. I don't know. Let's see. Now, what am I going to put on there? Let me have a piece of this. Oh, I'm not using too many of my special sheets, am I? Hang on. You will call. That's kind of old. That's kind of falling apart a little bit there. Let's just get a little something on here. This is starting to break apart, so this may just crumble. Well, that's something on there. That's a start. I think what I'm going to do is put a glaze on that. Let's try this rose chrome. This is a Martha Stewart called rose chrome. It's got a little bit of a pinky cast to it. Oops, rolled right over there. That's okay. Let's put something like that over there. Hey, Sharon. Wow, that kind of took over the whole thing. All right, we're going to need to do something else there. All right, let me see. What time is it? 8:40. Look at this, how pretty this is. I think I'm going to have to clean up. That's a hot mess right there. I don't think there's anything going to bring that one back. But let's try. Shall we? Love the paint that I made. Which paint, Sharon? You mean my the rose gold watercolor that I made? This is not much right there. Don't do art value. Let me see. I wonder. Let's do, now that I have silver out here. Let's do a little This is one of Joan's called Bricked Up. Green watercolor I got from Xandra. Well, if you got green from Xandra, that's Xandra's recipe, I think. Oh, the color shift one. Oh, okay. Yeah. That was Xandra makes my rose gold recipe and sells it. Color shift. That's pretty crazy. That's some pretty stuff. Those pigments are so expensive, though. See, that makes it a little more livable and lovable. Let's see. What's going on over here? Not much. I wonder what would happen. Well, it's not wonder. Let's just do it, shall we? I'm going to drop this back here just to clean up the stencil a little bit. That was mostly dry. Yeah, let's get a little cooler. So I'm thinking both of these could use a little pictograph action. What I'm thinking, to bring them back from the depths. I'm tapping. That means because I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. And just black. I think it needs Papa. I think it needs a little Papa. Oh, and then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do another patina print. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I don't want to put that on there. I don't want to. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one. This one needs something. Oh, Lordy, this one needs some help. Gail, will you give detention for finger tapping? Oh, June, you turned on me. Buckle up my sleeves. There we go. That's coming back to my way of thinking. Of course, you can't see any of the green paper through there, but that's okay. That I can deal with. I'm liking you again. So this, my friend, I'm going to go back to the washi tape. And I'm going to, what color do I want to put? Do I want to do it? Oh, I hope Brooke's back. I'm going to do a little orange. I'm going to do a little orange PB. Shiny, even shiny baby poop is pretty. So where these cross over and mix. Hey, Mary. All right. Let's see what these do. A lot of good holes here with the pictographs for this to go in. Or did I do, you know what? I did that with green before, didn't I? Crap. Well, maybe this will be all right. Yeah, I did do it with green and it's not blue and orange. Even though blue and orange are supposed to go neutral. Well, we'll see. Maybe it'll be fabulous. or not. We don't know. But I'm going to put it on washi just in case. Washi paper. Oh, I didn't see that happen, but apparently Joan was very quick on the trigger, Gala, and blew out somebody. Another possible unsavory character. Oh, I missed the comment, but maybe that's for the better. I wish I would have thought about the green. I think this was going to be fabulous. One day, Gayla. One day. Not wowing me, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't hate it. Put that up there to dry. And what else was I going to do? Oh, something to this one. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'm going to put some pictographs on here in black. Get off of there. But I want to go back and look at this one. Pray tell, how did I do this? Of course, it had a lot more leaf on there. Huh. All right. Well, hang on. Leaf I have. I got leaf. Let me randomly, watch this, just randomly. Which package do I want to pull from? This one. Ooh, the striping one. Okay. I can live with that. This gold leaf is much more civilized on these carrier sheets. Without, look at that. Without this carrier sheet, it gets a little crazy. And since they're stripes, I'm going to try to make it go on stripes. Oh, look at you going in a stripe. Of course, I got paint right there, smack dab in the middle. Oop, that one didn't come off. All right. Good enough. Let's not go too crazy. I have a visual of these people. It's not pretty, Judy. But I think some would surprise us. I think they're not who we might think they are. I picture some old bald pervert sitting in his mother's basement at about 60 years old. But it could be some young chick that's not a fan. Huh. Imagine that. All right, let's see what we got there. I always shift it a little bit down, but that's okay. That's all right. I can live with it. So now I'm going to, that's a really light print there. It's not as much black on there as when I normally do a patina print. However, we're going to do put some of this violet blue in here too. Just a little schmutz here and there. A little schmutz here and there. Really. There we go. That's more than a little schmutz, but that's okay. So now I'm going to try to lightly blend that all up. And we'll see what happens. Now lift off some excess. And in case it's fabulous, I'm going back to the washi. I'm putting the fuzzy side down. Not fuzzy, but it's textured. Yeah, I have one. I use my iPad. I don't use my iPad as much as I used to, but I do have the Apple Pencil, and I like it for, you know, where it's appropriate. Or where it's most useful, I guess I should say. All right, I'm going to let that sit for just a minute. I'm going to grab a ruler, and I'm going to yank this bit off of here. Oop. Don't be tearing on me the wrong way. I'm going to maybe put some double-sided tape underneath there and a few strips and make some washi tape out of that. I believe that's what I'm going to do. And this is probably already munged up. Brand new one. Got a little bit off there still. Did you get a brand new one of the Pro that uses the pencil dot? All right. Oop, I'm going to let that sit another minute. I didn't get as much off of there as I wanted to. I'm looking at a new Mac laptop. I'm going to get an Air this time instead of a Pro. Oh, nice, Dot. The one I have now is a Pro, and they talked me into a Pro because at the time the price was really close to an Air, and it was supposed to be a little beefier and blah blah blah. But I don't use a lot of the beef. I think an Air would. But you know what? I was looking at those, and the 13-inch one, the price difference between the 13-inch and the 15-inch is $1,100 more for 2 inches. Light of what I just said, because I had something pop into my head. Gail is probably all over it, but we're going to let that lay there. All right, let's see what we got. That's kind of interesting. Now, using little bits. I'm not going to use this whole thing for something. All right, just little bits here and there. Maybe. I don't know. This isn't near as fabulous as the other one. That's okay. We can't all be fabulous, can we? Okay, I'm going to put this away for now. And I want to try, what's this look like? I don't know. Is that over there? We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Let me see if I can find some double-sided tape. Oh. You know, I thought I ordered some scores on Amazon now that I'm thinking about it. I do not remember receiving it. Let me tear some of this off that I don't need. Let's go that way. Oops. Get rid of some of these little bits. Patty, you're out of focus. There's nothing I can do about that, Sharon. I'm perfectly in focus on my side. It's probably your computer. Try refreshing, hitting the live button, and then go down in the little gear and see if you're at the highest setting for the quality. Change the quality of the YouTube playback. Are you saying that to me, Judy? Or Sharon? This is really pretty, actually. All those layers. All right, let's just see what happens. Oh, you're talking. Okay, that's what I thought. Skizzers. Let's see, that's going to be about that one. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Of course, I'm looking at. Oh no! Oh no! Mark me up for one shit, Gala. Ah! Almost hose that up. You know what? I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we'll just assume that it does. Oh, holy moly, I knocked a little over, but it didn't spill. Must be my lucky day. I'm going to leave a little room in between so I can cut these. I know, Joan, right? Don't have much interesting up there for this to focus on or look at, do I? All right. Let me get big skizzers out of here so I don't have to take as many laps up and down here. Oh, I wonder if I can write on these with some scripting. Is Vicky still here? Vicky Ross, are you still here? I'm looking for a recommendation for a permanent brush tip pen. I really like writing with the Tombow brush marker, but they're not permanent. But these would look cool with some scripting on it if it would stick to the paint. Right? Look at those little rascals. As you turn them, they hit different little angles of yumminess. There was another print that I wanted to do that too. Which print was it? This one's still kind of damp. I think I used a little bit of Orange Brook. I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't that great of a. It wasn't that great. There was some orange mixed in there, but best brush marks with a loose goose from Cheap Gut. Loose goose. Is that a brush or a pen? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Loose goose. That's a brush, isn't it? Oh, who's keeping score? A brush. That's what I thought. Is that the one that Angela Fair uses? Long bristles. I'm looking for a good pen. I like the Tombow brush marker. I seem to have pretty decent control with that, but it's not permanent, and I don't know if it would beat up on this if I scripted on this. Maybe I'll just stamp. Oh, maybe I'll just stamp pictographs on here. Hold the phone. Let me take one of these little charmers. Hang on. Don't anybody move. Where the hell did I move my? I rearranged on. Move my damn stamps. Okay. Oh, here's this too. Oh, wait a minute. Which one of these is the right size? Too big, just right. Okay. Hang on. I'll just take two of these. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. VersaFine pigment ink. Is this permanent like the archival is? I know it was supposed to be real kind of a dagger with shaggy hairs. Thin calligraphy brushes, brush markers are not loose enough. Yeah, I just wanted one like for a quick and dirty thing, not having to put out ink and all that stuff. I love these two brushes. I've been using these. Of course, there's not a lick of English on either one. I got them on Amazon. I think they're for like the cartoon artists. I really like those. I felt comfortable with those. Now I bought these. This was on one of Robin's links. I got these on Amazon. They're way bigger than I thought they were going to be. I used this was the smallest one of the crew. I used this with that black and gold ink that I did on rice paper when I first started playing with it. And they were okay. Her brushes she uses, Vicky, that she got in Washington State years ago, and bamboo. Oh, I would love to have a set of those. But I am quite the brush hoe, and I know I don't need them, but you know. So did anybody answer me about the VersaFine? I don't know. Let's see. Brings out the finest details. Long-lasting pigment. Yeah. Perfect for using watercolors, so it must be. I'm going to guess that it is. I know. I'm a dirty, dirty girl. Oh, you keep it in a pot with a cork. Listen to you. Now I'm going to need a pot with a cork. How do you wash your brushes, Vicki? Do you just rinse them with water since the ink is very water soluble? I'm going to take one of my little concentric circle stamps. This is off the first set that I did. I had basic shapes in it. They have these really cool. There's a brush maker similar to Robin's. You got to send me that stuff, girl. That or throw a link up there. Don't tease me and just say that. Oh, hell, that's crooked. I can't see straight. Yeah, swish and blot. The old swish and blot method. That's what I was doing. It seems like she keeps hers in her little dish of ink while she's writing and using it off and on. Well, this looks handmade. That's the look I'm going for. Since they're very crooked. But, it's a little something, something. Can't hate it, really. Can you? Maybe you can. Gayla might. I don't know. Okay, let's go to this. Nice and funky. That's what I was going for. It's kind of beating up on the paint a little bit on these. Patty, Chris is asking. Chris, hi, Chris. Hey, Chris. I almost asked you. So you still want some Asian magazine? Oh, I would love some. You know what, Chris? Xander told me she saw you trying to get my attention in chat. I apologize. I did not even notice that. But I did try to contact you with a direct message on Twitter. And I'm like, not a Twitter queen at all. But I did send you a private note on Twitter back then. But I would love some. I think I even sent you my address in that note, actually. So let me know if you don't have that information, if you can't get it to it in Twitter, and I'll we'll have to figure out how to connect otherwise. So there's that one. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Mommy liked that. Now, let's see. I have I'm going to give you my email address, Chris. Find what I sent on Twitter. Hit me up here. And oh, I kind of like these. Oh, what do I want to do now? Thank you so much. That's very nice of you to do that. Oh, I'm looking at some of my other long, skinny stamps. Even how about this one on there? That Outback design. What the hell did I call that in my stencil? Outback something. Harper's Ferry tomorrow. Get some sleep. Oh, I spent many a weekend in Harper's Ferry back in the day. In a previous life. Where do you live, Brooke, that you're going to Harper's Ferry? If I might ask. If I watching Mad Creed. Yeah, a little crazy at times, I know. Are you too, Judy? God, I hope it wasn't because we were dating the same guy. Ah! Yeah, this will be on the record. That's okay. It's on my information on my videos anyway, Gala. Thanks. Hey, at least you're paying attention. Maybe Brooke didn't hear me asking her where she lived because that's not that far from me. I don't know how old you are. I'm 62. Oh, she lives in Maine. Oh my gosh. Oh, you've been on the boo hoo, Brooke. You've been on the road for 7 weeks doing retreats. You poor thing. That's awesome. Oh my goodness, that's really nice. What a trip. No address. Oh, hang on. Let me write that down. Got it. Okay, 3 AOL. Okay, I got it. Okay, so there's that one. And that was just on newsprint from my underpaper. That's kind of cool. Me, likey. All right, wasn't there another one I was going to do some washi tapes on? We got to do something with that, but not tonight. Something. Huh. Here's the one I really like. Look at you. I do love you. That's the washi first. I think I'm going to have to get more of that. Oh, it would be really cool if I had some real wide tape. I'll save that for another day. Oh, this crazy thing. I don't know about you. This needs more layers, but it's not bad. Patty, you did some really good. Oh, thanks, Dot. That one's kind of cool, but it needs a little something, I think. Got some little bits of foil in there. Leaf, not foil. So I learn. And this is on washi. That's not bad. This is on washi. This is the one I was going to do tape on. But wouldn't that be cool if I could get like 1.5 inch wide tape? The tape I have is 1 inch, I think. Is that 1 inch? I don't know. I have a ruler. Why don't I look? Yep, that's an inch. But I miss a lot of good stuff. I don't know, maybe just like half a pictograph on each one would look cool. I might play with that one. Hang on. Hang on. Still thinking. This one, oh, you need work. You need work. Here's that first one that I did on that paper. Oh, I do, Kathy. Orange. Patty, is that washy transparent when used with matte medium? This washy paper? Oh, hang on. I see the brush lady. SCHLIE. Me and Liz are going to have a little chat tonight. Do you have any of her brushes? Score tape for washi. I thought I ordered some from Amazon. It doesn't appear to be here. So I'm thinking I didn't. See, this one, I never did anything else with that one. But I really print. I guess sooner or later something's going to have to happen with that, but I don't know what that is. And not tonight. I think this needs a little papa on here. You know, I wonder if I just took like my bigger concentric circle stamp and kind of, I'm going to do that. And here's this one. This one's really faint with the pictographs in there, but it's interesting. It's got a lot of depth to it in person. Oops, wrong way. So I'm pleased with those. I can live with that. So I'm sorry, Xander asked me, Patty, is that washi transparent when used with matte medium? This washi paper, I don't think it would be. By just feeling it, I can't imagine that it would be. Cut it in strips and put it through a Xyron. I found my Xyron when I was cleaning up last week. Let me, while it's in my little head, because you know how things fly in and fly out. Do I want circles on this? Oh, here's this Seth stamp. That's pretty cool too, though, for a little something. I just have to try to find it. I've been watching her videos. Rubber Moon, who's Kristen, she's the one that makes my stamps. Stamp when I show you. You want to laugh. Where are you? It's, hang on. Hang on, where are you? Are you? Oh no. Don't tell me that fell out the back of this brand new flipping drawer. I will scream right into the camera. Shoot. Expecting grid marks, and it was really. Hang on, my head's in my stamp drawer. Oh, here it is. Here. As Curly would say. So I think any of these sets, I might do this. This is this one's calling to me, and here's one. Oh, anytime, Brooke. Have a safe rest of your trip and enjoy it. Hey, Terry. I'm going to see. Some of this look like it beat it up a little bit. Make sure that's dry. This will be different on here, I think. It's so many layers of thick paint on there. It's like stamping it on plastic. All right, let's do archival ink for this. I don't know why. Let's just do it. And this is a real fine design, but I think it might be just the right little pop-up. So I'm going to try to go between the rows of the pictographs that are on there in that gold. That might be just enough to perk that up. Now, do I go all vertical or do I go flip and flop? Ah, that's really frustrating, Sharon. Sorry about that. Who knows what's going on? Maybe I'll pop some concentric circles in amongst these. Thanks, Sharon. So if you saw this in little strips of washi, right, where you just pick up little bits of that. Oops, sorry. Sorry. This camera being backwards drives me crazy. Not going to do it, are you? Not going to focus. It's all right. I don't want you to focus. How about that? So I'm going to put I'm just going to pop a circle in there every once in a while. It's a little more stark. A lot more stark. So you'll just get a little snippet here and there on various streaks of tape. So it kind of looks like a hot mess. It may end up being a hot mess. I do not know at this point. But that's okay. Overlap that one just because I can. I'm making quite the mess. Oh, I wonder if that'll look like the crazy concentric circles in that collage I did that night. Whew, that was a little bit much. This one just to show you what this looks like. It really, I'll do it on this. It's just a hollow rectangle. Right, that's all it is. But when you start doing stuff like this, right, and stacking it different ways, it starts looking really funky cool. Well, that's kind of a square. I didn't really want to do that, but what the hell. But it really does look cool on some things. Yeah, those optical illusions that night were woohoo. They were a little crazy. So I'm going to tear off. What time is it? 9:30. 3 hours I've been on here. People are killing me. I'm going to get rid of any of these edges that are just sort of there. Keep the meat of this. All right, get rid of this. Okay, now do I want to go? I want to go this way. See, some of this is really cool because you can see, if you hit the angle right, you can see the pictographs pretty clearly. And that lighter gold depends on how they hit the light. All right, let's just go for it. Let's just throw some down, shall we? Ooh, that stuff's strong. This is Su Kwang. I think we got this at Queen's Ink. All right, I'm just going to do a little bit of this for right now. See how she looks. All right. I could actually tear these too with the ruler, I guess, couldn't I? Will that work? Of course it'll work. I left a little gap in there. It should work perfectly. Oh my goodness. There we go. Cut that little bit off of there. Cut that little fringy stuff off of there. These things always seem really cool in my head. I'm always anxious to see what it looks like. All right, let's put that one over here for now. I don't need to do the whole thing tonight. See, to me, that's not looking as good as this one. This one does, because you can see more pictographs in there, I guess. I guess in the application they'll be okay. All right, not thrilled, but I'm not really disappointed either. We shall see. Okay. Okay, I'm about pooped. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you for hanging with me for almost 3 hours. No, over 3 hours. Over 3 hours? 9:30. 3 hours and 3 minutes to be exact. Let's not forget the 3 minutes. Okay. So I'm pleased with those prints, though. Gotta tell you. Had a couple turn out, but you know, basically they all came out pretty good. So I will I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll be back sometime, probably next weekend. Got another busy week. 2:30 a.m. Good Lord, Dorothy, go to bed. And Joan, go to bed, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, as Oakley would say. Okay, thanks for hanging, guys. Appreciate it. And